even voted. We'll take all you can give. Oh my God. Let's see if they catch on. Hi, Virginia. Now I have a mess on my hands. I gotta clean up first before we start the crafting. Hi, everybody. I'm not supposed to be live today. I was on somebody else's show, but now everyone's messaging me, so I guess we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do some crafting in a minute. I'm just gonna wait. Hi, Avi. Hi, Fran. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Danielle. How are you? Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Nabil? Kisses from Greece. Ah, kisses from America. How are you? I was just on somebody else's live. I'm not supposed to be live tonight, but all my people are messaging me to go live. I'm live. I'm telling them all. Hi, Fran. How are you, honey? Join my team. Thank you for joining my team. All right, I'm just trying to make some room because, like I said, I was just on somebody else's live doing a little show. Hi, Carol. Hi, Angelica. Adam, you are in so much trouble, mister. Yeah, Carol, yay. You guys, seriously. Why? You're like the union leader. Acting all innocent. I didn't do anything. Unable to sleep? Aw, Fran. All right, I need to make some room now because I got stuff everywhere from the other live. Aloha and mahalo to you too, Miss Desiree. How are you? I need a few minutes to get... I'm in my pajamas. I got my PJs on. What I should be doing is going to sleep. But you know me. I could probably put a little craft together here and there. All right. I just need to make some room because I have everything. Excited to spend the evening with me? Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to put my templates and where's my plastic bag for this? Can't be that far. There it is. No sleeping. That's Larry's job. Here we are again, Miss Yvonne. I know. I'm sitting here. I went upstairs to change my clothes, and I kept hearing my phone. Lulu, 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 Lulu. I'm like, what is going on? I go look at the messages. I'm like, oh my goodness. Haven't you guys had enough of me? You're welcome. Okay. Well, since we're going to do some kind of crafting, Adam, it's your job to let Marion know. She's going to be upset if she finds out that I went live and nobody told her. Okay. Well, all right, I'm gonna put the bulk of the book away because I'm sure I'm gonna need the space to cut paper and stuff. I did have an idea today. Tee-hee-hee. Yeah, you keep chuckling over there, Miss Lori. Okay. I think maybe I'll do something on this book, on this signature here, because I had an idea. Oh wait, let me see. No, maybe we'll do the last signature, because the first one is getting pretty full. Let me just close this up for a minute. You don't have her number? It's in the bylaws that we don't get tired of Connie. What, the union bylaws? Is that what you're saying? This is the last one. Yeah. Okay, so my thought was they are doing a honeymoon, an RV honeymoon. And, okay, so maybe the middle one might have some open pages here. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Perfect. Okay, we have open pages. I kind of want to do something about the honeymoon. I love you guys too. Did you miss the chat, Patty? Yeah, go back on Discord. You probably missed like 30 messages. Is what I'm thinking. Because I kept hearing bloop bloop, bloop bloop. As I was changing my clothes, putting my jammies on. Look, I got my Christmas I got my ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. All right. Now that I have a clean table, where did I put my folder? Here it is. They're really comfortable. That's why I wear them. Oh, they're like that soft, stretchy material. I really like them. I got 2 pairs. I got this one and I got another pair. So I alternate between them all the time because they're really comfy. I printed her puppies. And I printed a bunch of pictures from Lake Tahoe. Tahoe! Because that's one of the places that they're going to go. And Lake Tahoe is not a national park, technically, so it wasn't in that book that I have of the national parks. You excited? I know. Thanks, Michelle. So I thought today at work, like, what can I do with these? And I thought it'd be fun to do a flip page where it flips, flick. Like the T, but on the page. Desiree saying, aloha, Larry. Aloha. Aloha. Aloha mahalo. So I think we're going to do that. Oh, this is a good one, too, for that. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, I like it. Yeah. This will be for the wedding, so we'll start the honeymoon back here. I think this is a good thing. What Connie is saying, she's getting tired. I was, oh, Adam, you take that back right now. Take it back. Fine. Okay, I'm going to show you the pictures that I printed of Lake Tahoe. I was trying to get the 4 Seasons. Carrie's going to put you in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Look how pretty these are. So this is at nighttime. I figured that would be cute for the winter. And then I figured this one is good for the spring. And I thought the bottom one, summer, and the top one, the fall. And so what I thought was, and then I thought that I could do like a flip, a 5-picture flip, but yeah, just a baby. With these for Lake Tahoe, where the pictures will be on the outside, right? So like you'll have like the picture, and then when you flip it, there'll be a pocket for her to put her own pictures, and maybe I'll put a tag. Which dance move? You saw me dance? That one? Stirring the pot? No? Which one? Hi, Stacy. Hi, Shetty. I know. The pages go, oh. Macarena. Hey, Macarena. We're gonna call this the Macarena. How about that? I like that. I like that idea. We're gonna do a flip out with all these pictures, and we'll call it the Macarena. Yeah, I was not supposed to be live, but some people were blowing up Discord because I mentioned I'm gonna put on my jammies and I'm gonna craft for a little while. You likey? I love it. So I think I'm gonna call it the Macarena. And these are pictures of Lake Tahoe, and I tried to pick pictures that was representative of the four seasons, and I figured we could do like a winter, spring, summer, fall, and then in the center could be the nighttime shot that I've got. And I thought it would be kind of nice just to do something a little bit different. It was me, sorry. Mm-hmm. Sure. You ain't sorry. You ain't sorry. Yes, these pictures are really pretty. I really picked some nice pictures. And that's their puppies. I'm going to use that someplace else. You can't double dog dare a girl from New Jersey. I mean, you can't do that. No, you didn't pressure me. You just double dog. Right. I don't succumb to pressure. But a double dog dare? That's some serious business in New Jersey. Serious business. Yeah. Yeah. You don't come at me like that. Mm-mm. No. No. Don't make me get my neck going. All right. Fine. We're here. Let's be productive. No, don't you use that all the time, Mr. Adam. Don't you dare. Okay. I'm trying to think how we're going to do this. And what kind of paper do we want to use? Ho-hum. I have to think. Because I didn't think this through yet. So you guys caught me like at the beginning of the planning stage again. All right, let's get some paper. Let's look at some paper so we get some inspiration. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the center. Okay. I wonder if I have big envelopes that I could use. It'd be kind of cool to use 4 envelopes because then it'll have a pocket built right in and I won't have to add. It'd be kind of cool. I'm just envisioning it in my head. Because if I do the 4 pockets, will they close right though? Probably not. Let's test the theory. I'm just going to grab 4 small envelopes to test the theory. Okay, we can make that part work. Oh, that might work. That might work with 4 envelopes. That's what happens when I call you out. And then we could do like a little enclosure there to keep things tight. And then when you open it, it'll be like doop, 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 doop. Okay. I think I can make it work. And it's a great way to use envelopes. So, I have to think about my envelopes. Where do I have the super large big ones, which I think is in the office. All right, let me go grab. Well, the key is they will close, but you have to give it a little bit of room. So I'm going to go grab the actual size envelope and we're going to test it. We'll just test it, use some washi tape to keep it in place. Do like a dry run. You know how I like to do like little, let's just test it first before we commit to it. So let me go grab some of the envelopes. Well, they got to be big enough to fit this picture. So it's got to be big enough to fit that picture. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose. I'll be right back. might be a little bit too big, but I thought I thrifted some the other day, and I didn't put them away yet. Did I not thrift some? Because I think these are going to be a little too big. Yeah, these are a little bit bigger than that, I think. And here we go. First dropsy of the night. Never fails, Connie. Never fails. At least I don't disappoint. Let me get some washi. I'll measure it. I'll show you. I'll tell you what it is. Neither did I, Elaine. You could thank your friends there. I got a double dog dare from Adam. Can you explain to them what that means in New Jersey? You're still chuckling over there, Miss Tahiti. I know, right? That's not bad. I kind of like that. It means you're going live. I like it, right? That's cool. Because then we could just put decorative page here. And then the center, yeah, I could put a big piece of paper in the center and put the nighttime picture right in the middle. So that'll be pretty. And then these could be like the little pockets. And I could put like note cards in each one. And then she could actually put her own pictures or whatever. I think. Yes, on the outside, correct. But on the inside, I gotta decorate this. On the outside, I'm just gonna cut the picture. I'm gonna zhuzh the outside of the envelope and I'm gonna glue it to it. Correct. Yeah. That is the plan. Yeah, I think it's gonna look good. We just need to do a little prep work. Like, I want to work with the envelopes before we glue them on there so that they're all nice, ready to go. And once I glue them, yeah. Agreed, right? That's the best way to do it. So, all right. So with that, on the outside, it's going to be the pictures. I just have to pick a page for the, what do you call it? Now I'm stuttering. I got to pick, and then I could put a clasp or something here. No, because the picture will be there. Doesn't really need anything to hold it close. Well, maybe I could do, no. Will it look weird? No, I think it's going to look weird. Wait, because think about it. I'm going to have a picture up here, and then the bottom one is going to be a half a picture. That's not going to look right. No, it won't look right. Do you follow what I'm saying? See, I'm glad we're doing this. All right, Adam. I think it will look weird because it's gonna... What if I flip it? What if I made the pocket on the outside and the solid picture on the inside as a surprise? Hold on, let me think about this. Okay, plan B. Continue with this original format. Put the one picture here and do the pictures on the inside. And maybe do like a note card for her to write on the here, and then the picture could go on the inside. Maybe. Trying to make it functional. Yeah, exactly. The picture needs to go on the inside. Let's just see how we like it with the pockets facing out. Let's try it. This is how you think things through. You temporarily do stuff and just see how it works out. Only issue with that, then stuff could fall out. Okay, envelopes are out. This concept is probably a good concept, not for this application. It's better off just to do cardstock. We can use this concept maybe someplace else in the book, maybe. Hot. There's also another, actually there's another problem with that. I can't do the pictures sideways. They're all horizontal. So they do, it does have to open like this way. Otherwise it'll look weird. Let's just pretend these are pieces of cardstock. Well, theoretically, it would be like this. Where? If I can make it do that, then that would work. Because it would be one picture here, you flip it, another picture here, you flip it, another picture here, flip, another picture here, flip the last picture. That way it'll work. And then the envelopes all open up like that. Okay, maybe this way it'll work. And we can, it's a lot of decorating on these envelopes, but I think this way will work. And what we could do is use a piece of cardstock to hold them in place. I know, Marion. So don't get upset when I have to take a day off. Because like just today I got booked for a dinner in October for another Chamber of Commerce that I wasn't planning, and it's on a Wednesday. How will I hinge them? So right. So that's what I'm thinking of. We're at dinner. Aw, enjoy your dinner. Tell Say I said hello. So that's what I'm thinking now. And there's lots of ways that we could do it. A basic just piece of cardstock that's folded that we could glue onto here. Or even like a long piece of cardstock that decorates. And it'll make it like a flap. Make it like a flap. He says hello back. Nice. think of like a T. Like if I cut almost like a little bit of T and then score it so it folds. But I have to be smart and score it so there's enough space to overlap. So it'll need to be like spaced nicely. I could do that with a with just a 12 by 12 and literally just cut the 4 corners out, make it into a T, score it so that when it folds, it'll have a little bit of a spine almost. Does that make sense? Like if we do like, if I use my, well, let's see. It should be more than enough space here. Oh yeah, look. Because this envelope is 8.5 inches, almost 8 3/4. Almost 8 3/4 wide. So with that, if I give like a 1/4 inch on either side for these to flop over each other, that'll work. 1/4 inch, and then about at least a 1/2 inch to glue. Well, you know the old saying, ask and ye shall receive. Okay. All right, so if I cut a piece of paper that's 10.5 inches this way, it's 5 3/4 and 7 3/4. All right. Let's get the math out. Money? Ten and a half wide by, I said 7 3/4, right? Ask and ye shall receive. You are on it today. 7 3/4. Okay. So that's my idea. Alright, and then like I said, we'll do like 2 notches. Fold that over, over, and over. And then I could do a ribbon to tie it this way. I'm thinking of what to use for the enclosure, so let me think. Yeah, that'll work. And then I need a pretty page here, otherwise. All right, there's a lot. This is going to be a pretty thick page to do this, but I think it's going to work. So basically, we have to pick some serious paper and color coordinate this stuff well. This is going to be a lot. keep these all together so I know how many I have. That's cute. I do just married. That one's cute too. Right, we're gonna do a mock-up. I'm gonna cut these real quick. Trim them up later. Just want to get the bulk of the white out. Winter, let's see. Winter, I'm thinking this is spring. Summer. Hey Martha. Hey Caroline. Yep. Little surprise. Winter, spring, summer, fall, nighttime. Or would I prefer to have... Oh no, that actually looks nice with that blue. So does that though. Which one should be the cover? The nighttime or the winter? Nighttime or winter? They both match the blue, so that's good. Nighttime should be the cover. Okay. Kelly, of course you want winter. Because everybody else wants... The only good thing is you can't see. I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you. But it is pretty. Okay. That'll work. And I think I like that gray. It's not too bad. Let's see if there's any kind of blue in that one book. Like any blue left. Did I take that book back? I think I took that book back. Let me see this one. They are all pretty, Kelly. It doesn't really matter. 100% right about that. No, I have to get stuff done. As a matter of fact, I was just in the office and I said to Larry, I cannot stand this office anymore. On Saturday morning, he and I are both going to go in there and we're getting it cleaned up. Because I'm like, I can't come in here. I couldn't find my origami paper. What is it? The 8x8 or whatever, that big pack. I put it somewhere and I don't remember where I put it. It's really starting to upset me now. Like how I can't remember anything. So I will be organizing my crap on Saturday. For sure. Just get up and just start working. I think this book is mostly grays. That's a pretty flower. Oh, two of those. Oh, there's a lot of white flowers. I mean, I feel like I wanted, because I like to tie the colors in, but at the same time, I think that gray kind of looks nice and the blue kind of looks nice. What do you guys think? I do kind of like this. I think it goes. You'd watch that too. Oh my God, no. I can only imagine the language in that room on Saturday. I do miss you guys. I miss chatting with you. You have mad organization. Yeah, I need to like get in there and just get it done. It's just like, sometimes it's a little overwhelming. But if I just dedicate like the morning till about 12 or 1 o'clock and organize, then I feel a little bit better about just sitting here and then crafting. I already turned down barbecue at family. I'm not doing anything. I'm staying home. That's what I'm doing. I need to work on this. All right, so now I need to get more paper to do. Not necessarily the background. I think the envelope is white and it's fine as is. We'll just zhuzh them all in like a blue. But then for the inside portion, all right, so let's do this again. Flip the deep, flip the deep, flip the deep. Why is this one? Didn't I just flip that the other way a minute ago? What is wrong with me? Yeah, And then this one flips down. Okay. You got flagged? Why? What did you do? So now I need one to cut in the T. Maybe I'll just use the fabric. No, I don't think I saw your last comment. Anybody see his last comment? What was your comment about? You saw it, Kelly? Oh, wait. Saturday's when the girls should pull stuff for Monday's challenge. Oh, they're probably going to pull the stuff. What time did we say Monday? Do you remember what time I said? Because I want to do the calendar tomorrow. The schedule. What time did we say Monday? Do you guys remember? Two or three, right? Yeah, that's what I thought I said. Because if I do it, I want to give us some time to, we have to go watch the parade and then come back and kind of cool down. If it's hot, we have to cool down a little bit. I'm thinking 3 o'clock on Monday. So if I do 3 o'clock on Monday, the girls can come back and pull stuff on Monday or Sunday. They won't do it on Saturday. They're not even going to get up on Saturday probably. But I think Monday's fine. Or so I'll give them the option. All right, I'm going to use this. To make what I'm calling the T. It's not really a T, but that's what I'm calling it. All right. Oh, I still have to pick. Okay, so this is going to be the T. Let me put that there. And then I need paper to decorate these. I like the roses. And this is cardstock, so it'll give the envelope a little bit of weight. And I'm gonna need 2 sheets because I'm gonna need 2 per. I think I like this one. I'm gonna make them all the same. That just scared the crap out of me. I didn't realize it was perforated. No, Adam. No. I'm not talking about. A little lace. Okay, I'm starting to envision how this is going to work. That there. We could do the flap also. Put a little bit of lace. That look nice. I think that look nice. I'm digging it. Okay. Okay. We got a plan. Okay, so the front's going to be the picture, no background. This side's going to be the roses. The T's going to be in the pearls. Okay. All right, I think we're ready to start working on this. All right. First things first. Well, first thing, we can take all the images off now. Hey now, this is supposed to be removable washi tape. What's going on? I was ripping into my picture there. Work on those last. That'll be the last thing that we glue. I'm just double and triple thinking before I start gluing, you know? I feel like maybe not the blue. I feel like we could go vintage on this page. I heard they're having a lot of paper on sale, Deb. That's what the ladies that I was talking to said. But we're kind of like wondering if they're like getting rid of everything. That's the $64,000 question. We don't talk about paper sales? Oh, but we can. The union has ruled. All in favor of paper discussions, say aye. I double dog dared you not to. Thank you, Serena. Okay. Let that dry. Haters. You went to Joanne that was closed. Oh, really? That's sad when they close. Were they having at least any good sales since they were closing? Like anything decent? My Joann's, I think it's the only one in the area. Like there's nothing within maybe 25, 30 miles, or if not more than that. there's just not. I only know one Joann's. That's it in this area. It was pretty picked over, yeah. Okay, so I am going to just. I have the measurements. It had to be 10.5 wide this way. To cover that, right. I gotta think it through so I don't screw up the cuts. So it was 10.5 by 7 3/4. Let's cut the other side because it's got rough edges. Ten and a half by 7 3/4. 7. Oh, bite into. I don't think Joann's is salvageable, to be honest with you. So hold on a second. So if I. That would be so amazing. Two and a quarter. 2.5. Is 5 1/4. This is the center. 5.5 is 11. With a smidgen. Okay, that's gonna work. Just gonna cut a little bit on the inside of the line. Yeah. Let's see if this is going to work. Where's that? Of course. Hey, Zahedi. Ooh, 9 pallets of stock. Nice. I'm all about freight, mama. Of course, that one's too small. That would be too easy. That's a lot of work, Lori. I'm going to mark this so I could cut this a little bit better. How do you know which one? There's no way you're gonna know. Unless I mark it. This one and this one. That is pretty good. Well, that's a good sign because that means you're selling stuff. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You all got a bunch of alcoholics up there in Canada or what? Oh, let me get my slippers on. My ankles are starting to hurt a little. I forgot to put them on. Hopefully I did this right. Okay, so washi tape time. Hi, Val. You missed the that live I went on. So I went on the live and then, well, go check Discord and you'll understand. Okay, I think that works. Again, this is the rough draft. This quarter, really, Zeddy? That is correct, Miss Zeddy. Us Jersey people don't take kindly to threats or challenges, especially double dog dare. Okay, so we got this part done. And we're going to go ahead and we'll glue that there. And then hopefully the picture will cover it all. I like it. I will never concede to that. I'm not going to like the way that looks. So I'm going to have to hide it. decorate the inside of it first. And then figure out the outside while we're doing the inside. All right, that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border so I can zhuzh it. Make it pop a little. You having fun there? Can I flip what over, Shetty? Sorry, I missed your comment. I cut it just a little bit shorter. Well, that's great, because that first one now isn't going to fit. Look at this. It fits perfect this way, but if I flip it, it doesn't work. Did you see that? It doesn't work. Like, what the hell? It's not even. That's the strangest thing. I don't understand what you mean by flipping it. I should have done a template. You know what? One day I'll learn my damn lesson. I keep saying that and I never do. See if I can salvage this one. Hey Zaddy, love you too, babe. All right, I gotta make this work because I don't have a lot of this particular one. So I'm gonna have to trim this up myself. Hi, Lori. Surprise. I know, please. I'll never hear the end of it. I'm trying to salvage this one. I'm not thrilled. I should have just covered the whole thing. No, I'm hot. Alright, I gotta change to plan B. I think we're gonna do 2 of one kind and 2 of another. I can't do all 4 the same because I'm not gonna have enough of this because I screwed it up. Use this for tags. Well, I can still use this one. I'm not gonna leave a border. I'm gonna cut the whole thing. Yes, we're doing like an envelope. I'm calling it, what the hell did I call it? Like a flip out, an envelope flip out. Oh, La Macarena, the envelope Macarena. I do need a fan. Because it's going to go dun, 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 and it's going to flip out. Alright, we're going to do this crap one more time. Because this is annoying when, like, you know, you should know better. And I thought the white border would look cute, but yeah, it ain't going to work. I don't like it. And we can't embellish it too much or it won't close. You bought a fan? Did we take my fan back upstairs, babe?
Uh-huh.
Do we have a clamp fan that I could put down here for me?
No.
All right. Amazon, get on it. It's because I have long sleeves on. All right, that's better. Yeah. Extra case of the holidays. So what did you guys think of the little show? So I was trying to pay attention to what they were saying before I went on because I was, you know, cutting and thinking and organizing and pulling things and trying to have dinner. But I think they're just starting out, right? They're kind of like just figuring it out. Is there a right way or wrong way to the pear? No. You mean to the paper? No, it doesn't matter which way. So I could still use a little bit of the other one. I won't have enough to do 2 more because it's just not cut right in here. Oh, they asked me all kinds of questions, Laura. Literally all kinds of questions, like personal questions and thanks, Shetty. I tried to be professional. Well, as professional as I could do. Oh my God. Adam! Yeah, they asked me what was on my nightstand. And, like, where I lived, my, you know, pets, like just a little bit of personal stuff. So I answered all the questions, and then we did a little bit of craft. Like at the very end, I did a little bit of craft. I made a flower pop-up. Knowledgeable? Oh, you're too kind. Okay, so let's say I use this. Might just be enough. Thanks, Cal. Yeah, see, even that is like a little short. Well, I don't know about all that. I found it funny that they said, you know, all the questions we had for you to ask you, you were answering them just before we asked them. Like they kept saying, oh, we were just going to ask. I thought that was funny. Damn it. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I don't know if they do that. Do they post their recordings? I don't know if they do post their recordings. That's a good question. I agree. Well, one of the reasons I agreed because they reached out to me like once before, and I was like, oh, I don't really have time. And then when they reached out to me the second time, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. I could do it this time. And then I went on the page to check it out, and Kat had been on there not too long ago. So I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. You want to support people that are just starting out. I would have liked to have had a little bit more, maybe. And I did. I had some decent support from some regulars. And then some fall off the wagon. You don't hear from them after a while, for whatever reason. One of the first people to ever like really reach out to me, and my very, very, very first happy mail was from Cindy Journaling in California. She was the first one to send me a happy mail. Yeah, I think so, Shetty. Okay, so these two will be good. Maybe for the side. Now we need to pick a different one for the top and the bottom. Maybe I'll do the fabric one, because that was pretty and it matched. Let's see. Uh-oh. I'll tell you what I thought. I hear you. What if I use the stripes? In retrospect, I probably should have made the flap a different pattern, but again, in retrospect, too little, too late, Conchetta. Because I did have this really cute, like, pearls. That would be pretty for the top. That's all right. Yeah, I'm thinking it was like a mutual thing. You know what I mean? I feel like it's going to be too busy. Alright, what if we did opposites? Go back to that other one. A lot. Oh yeah, yeah. He is tired tonight. Aw, thanks, Laura. You woke up spunky. Let me look at this one more time. I'm thinking I could do this, and we could do opposites. We're gonna do flap opposites. Meaning, he's actually supposed to go fishing tomorrow, but we're supposed to have bad weather. And the captain of the boat was like, yeah, no, we're not going out tomorrow. So, I think he's not going. Well, can't go, not that anyway, since the boat's not leaving. Okay, so the other two will be this. But my thought was swap out the tops like that. Yeah, like that. It's coming. They already canceled the trip. So, nothing we could do about it. He's just going to have to stay home. Or go do something else. Do I need a drink of water? Probably. I forgot to get it. To get my water. I'll go grab it. Yeah, I like that better. I like the contrast. I know, it just looks nice. Looks like a little purse. And that's the opposite one. Let me go grab my water. H2O. That's some quality H2O right there. Quick, where's that from? Oh, I don't think they paid anything last week. That's some quality H2O right there. Let me see. I'll take a look, but I don't think it was anything. Last week was, let's see, the 26th, right? Let's see, TikTok Live rewards. This was for the 29th. When's the 20th? Oh, that's today. There's nothing. Then live rewards for the 28th. Yesterday. Oh, I gotta show you so you guys could laugh. This was yesterday. I got 7 cents for last night. Let's see. 7 cents for last night. And then this is for did I go on Monday? Monday was Leah's birthday. What a joke. I got that for the 26th. 52 cents. What? And then, let's see. It might be the day after. The 24th, which was Friday. No, this has to be, the 24th had to be, I can't tell. 35 cents. Yeah. They don't pay much. They really don't. Unless you literally have to have hundreds of thousands of followers, and you have to have donors, basically, if I'm not mistaken. That's how it works. What are you gonna do? C'est la vie. That's just the way it goes. We got 1, we got 2. Oh, no. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I know, like I guess I understand why these people hustle so much to have people follow and have people, give and blah, blah, blah. I get it. Sort of. It's hard. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. I need to reach 500 subscriptions. So hopefully I'll be able to work all that out during the fundraising and all that. Get some people to follow there. I'm trying to incorporate that into some of the fundraising kind of prizes and stuff. But you have to have 500 subscribers to, I believe, be able to get monetized or something. I don't know how that works. Oh, that's a different envelope. No wonder. Look at that. That's a completely different envelope. Hold your horses. Oh, here we go. That threw me for a loop. I'm like, wait a minute. That flap is huge. Okay, that's better. Okay. Alright, so we've got our pieces cut. Because yours, we could glue these. Do you think I need something on the inside? I feel like it needs something on the inside. Maybe, well, I don't know. It's white. Vellum. Just a piece of vellum that goes from the inside and folds and covers. I could do that. Vellum. What else? What are my other options? Because it can't be anything thick, because then it's going to be a problem for closing, you know? Maybe if I have something that looks like lace that's paper. Not cardstock. Right, almost like a printed paper, exactly. I have printed paper, but this is like too small. And I'm going to need enough to do 4. Or at the very least, 2 and 2 to be consistent. So let's just see what we got here. Oh, that could work. This is nice and thin. I actually have 2 of those. That's pretty, but it's only one piece of a sheet. I can't stencil on the inside of the envelope, and I think it might look messy. All right, these are cardstock, paper, paper, paper. What about wedding bells? I just think it's too busy. I think it's a little busy. I'm gonna look in my white. Oh, wait. Do I have 2 of these? Ah, why don't I have 2 of these? This would be good. It just says I do. It's very light. These are all. Let me look in. At first I thought that was going to look good, but it's too busy. I might have something over here. Hold on. Not this one. I feel like I have some more wedding stuff. Do you think emboss will make it too thick on the inside? And I don't have a large embossing plate. I have small ones. have another. This is paper, not cardstock. Writing is pretty. Okay, so I do have more of this, which is good. But I think it'll be too busy. It needs to be something like simple, like we said. Oh, but I might be able to use that to cover the other side. All right, that's cool. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know I had a line. I had completely lined paper. I'm thinking that maybe that writing one. What do you guys think? It's paper. Gives it a vintagey look. I agree. There is one last thing. Let me look. The color scheme I think is nice, and it's very I just worry it's going to be too busy, but I don't think it will be. I think that's too busy. Might be a little busy. I like the paper, but all right, let me do one more thing here. Let me grab my vintage. No stone unturned. It's too much lace because we already have lace here. Because we have lace there, it'll be too much lace. It needs to be like seriously simple. Like a very, very light pattern of some sort. I should look at my vellum real quick, but the vellum, no, can't use pink. Has to be like in the gray family. Gray or the light blue. Okay, now. All right, next step. Let's look at the gray box. Definitely not vintage. Gray. Just the crafter platform. Something like that. much pattern. It's not bad. Okay. You guys have to indulge me because the more I look at it, the more like, I don't really have a lot of gray, but I do have a little bit of beige. That's what led me into the direction of the vintage, because there is like a little beigey in these roses. So maybe we'll get lucky there. And I understand that some of you would have given, like, I would just go with this, but that's not how my brain works. Interesting paper. Which I think you guys know by now how my brain works. I have to search until I find the right one. It has to be minimalist of a pattern, if any pattern at all. I think everything back here is cardstock. Yeah. My coffee dyed paper might work. Oh, these are like I think they're 13 or maybe even 14 because they fit all of the pads, and you get them at like, sometimes Michael's has them for like $3.99. They're 13 and a half. I think they're actually considered 14 by 14, I think. Yeah, I think they're considered 14 by 14. I'm grabbing the white, but I'm pretty sure I don't have anything in the white, because the white is like usually just plain white cardstock. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Wait. That white paper that was shiny. I had plain one, and it wasn't cardstock. Where did I put that? It was 8.5 by 11. And it was, you know, the one that we cut the dress out of. Do I have it here? No. No. Let me go look in the office, because I gotta go see. I know I had some. Good evening. Yeah, that'll look good. It's a little bit nicer than just the white. Think it's too dark? I think that looks good. Yeah, I like it too. And I think I'm only going to glue the flap in and then cut it. I don't have to glue it in here. Let that dry, and then we'll cut it. All right, we got a plan. Let's execute. I finished watching that show, The Discovery of Witches. It was cool. Now I need a new one. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Did you watch The Mayfair Witches? Was it good? I just saw that come up when I finished watching this one, of course. So it was a potential. I was going to look at the trailer for it. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Put these bad boys on, right? I'm not rounding the corners because the envelopes are square. So I'm going to keep this square as well. I may have to put a new zhuzher in here. So, interesting thing. I did a little research on the word zhuzh today. And it turns out that it is not a Yiddish derivative. The word actually originated in Great Britain, and it was in the 1800s, and this was predominantly used by gay theatrical men, and I think it was theatrical, and I forget what else. But that's how long ago it's been around. And it means to do extra, to make it extra. How cool is that? Okay, so we'll leave that one. And to enhance, right. But I always thought it was like Yiddish or something like that, and I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. I know, right? And that it originated in Great Britain, you would think that all my UK friends would have known the word like way, way, way before we did, you know? Which I think some of them do. Yeah, I didn't know if it was from the 1800s either. I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm not doing the tops yet because I'm probably going to put a little bit of lace, and then I do the top on top of the lace so it looks a little bit more finished. But I have to decide, am I going to do lace on everything, which I might, because I think I have nice thin lace and I think it'll look nice. So they're becoming a little bit sturdier as I'm adding paper to the envelope. So I think this is going to be like a really cool way to utilize some of those envelopes that we have. I don't know. Maybe there's an easier way of doing this. Generally, in a smaller journal, we would take a 12 by 12 and cut the T and fold it. Just fold it in, and that's kind of like what we're doing here, but on a larger scale. And obviously I don't have paper that would be functional to do that with. So I thought maybe the envelopes would be a good go, because I always have like large, not a lot, but I have some large envelopes. I never know what to do with them, besides make a journal or something like that. What am I missing here? Hold on. What are you worried about, Mare? Marion, what's worrying you, honey? I know you've been busy with work lately because we haven't seen you as often. Just popping in. Oh, yes, absolutely. How else are you going to ship it? It's going to be folded in half anyway. So that's perfectly fine. Okay, you do not have to worry about the group. You worry about yourself and getting your shit together and done. Period. That's all you need to worry about. We're going to be here. When you're ready, when you're caught up, and you could breathe a little, we're here. We're not going anywhere. Exactly. You do you, boo. Let us do the worrying for you. Hi, cats. What's your first name? I know it says YLD, but what's your first name? You have to refresh my memory. I know we've spoken before. I will, Adam. Rick. And Rick, where are you? Because I always recognize your YLD cats and like your picture, but Scottsdale. Ah, okay. Well, welcome back. I'm curious, do you craft? You know, I have a couple of guys that watch, and well, Adam here does sewing, so that's kind of crafting. So I'm curious if you craft at all, or if you're just interested in what we do and what we talk about. Because I know my friend Tony, he just comes on because he used to make books. He used to be a bookbinder. So he finds the process of how we make individual books very interesting. You're the only gay guy? Well, you can't say that because you don't know that for sure. You are being a presumptuous. Oh, you like ASMR. Okay. Do you find ASMR in my lives? Because sometimes I have them, especially if I'm like being really quiet and then all you hear is the stuff that I do. But sometimes not so much. Some of my videos might have a little ASMR in it. I read that wrong? What did I read wrong? I'm the only guy, Connie. I thought he wrote I'm the only gay, which, you know, is presumptuous. Sorry. That's funny. You see how my eyeballs just read what I thought? Thanks, Shetty. Hee Adam. Love ya. Mean it. We gotta have a good laugh every once in a while. Life is too short. We do have some really good laughs. Okay. So the envelopes, the main part of the envelope is done. So that looks nice. Yeah, I do too. I honestly sometimes, like even after I'm done with you guys, I'll sit and I'll watch a little bit of just TikToks and crafters and stuff like that because it helps relax me. Okay, so Now is the question, do I want to put a nice thin ribbon, which I might. I have one here. Oh, this is nice and thin. Perfect. So do you want to do this over? Yeah, I think over is better than, okay, over is better. Okay, Adam. ASMR, Shetty? I don't know what the exact letters stand for word-wise. It's those videos where there's no sound except the sound of what's happening in the video, meaning hands touching the paper, the scissors cutting the paper. There's people that go, I'd be good at that because I make like a lot of weird noises with my, I could make like a lot of weird noises. I always did that. But it's like, they have like a big microphone and they'll be like with their nails. And they'll make like, so there's some that make water sounds. There's some that makes tapping sounds. There's like all different kinds. It is a sensory stimulating kind of thing. Yes. There's the people that eat the food and all you hear is them chewing the food. There's smacking gum. Yeah. See, I've gotten to the point where sometimes I'm watching some of the people that I follow and they've started doing some of these ASMRs with the paper and touching, like rubbing their finger up against the PVC or the PET tape. I can't. I have to flip the page. The only sound that I find soothing is the sound of crumpling the paper that you coffee dyed. You know, when you push it down, it goes a little bit. Yeah, the chewing thing. And it depends because there's different kinds of chewing things. Oh, there's so much. Yeah, Bella can't stand the sound of people chewing. It bothers her. Okay, so I think I'm gonna glue these on and then we're gonna do this on top so I can make it a little bit shorter. Let me see. Yeah, it looks better on top. People chewing with their mouth open. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. Yep. A little bit now. I think she's become that way now. But not so much when she was younger. I don't recall her having any kind of symptoms like that when she was younger. But like the chewing bothers her. Overstimulation with people sometimes she gets like that. Like after we went to New York with the girls and whatnot, she had to come home and kind of just go up in her room and stay away from everybody for like 2 days. She needed her alone time. Yeah, it does go with the territory. Anybody under your bed now? Any dogs chomping at the bit to get out? That's extreme, Shetty. You like silence or loud music? I like black or white. It wasn't the plan, Z. I got bamboozled. It's Adam's fault. Oh yeah, the whisper, Tracy. Hi. I never confessed to be normal. Do you want me to talk like this? No. Aw, likewise, honey. Are you just getting up, or have you not gone to bed yet because you've got insomnia tonight? Insomnia. Oh, boy. Can you take anything for that? It is by choice. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, they're coming out nice. They're looking like little, almost like little purses. Like it's making me want to, hey now, put like a little button or something, you know, on the enclosure, but you can't because it'll be too bulky. Unless I do like a flat flower maybe, but we'll see. We'll see how this works out when we're done with it. Still working with them. Okay, I'm going to do it like this because I don't want to put glue where I don't need to have the glue. Oh, you are starting a new job next week. Wow. Well, congrats to you. And good luck. Kevin is starting a new job next week, too. I'm using the nozzle to kind of spread the glue a little bit so it'll start to get tacky. might put a little flower there because I think that looks cute. Sunny, you have to turn your phone sideways and catch that little square that pops up on the right side. It's real quick, but if you catch it, you'll be able. It'll make the screen a little bit bigger. Bye, Kevin. Careful driving home. What did Daddy say about Sunday?
No.
Oh, because he's got to do stuff for the firehouse, right?
He'll be there from like morning till
Yeah.
So we'll just pick a different Sunday.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
We can either do that or we can go without him maybe, but I mean, because that might be a lot of walking for him anyway. But we'll see what.
He's fine with the walking.
Okay, then we'll just wait.
That's not a wuss.
It's not good for his knee though. You can play God's knee, but it's not good for his knee.
I don't know. Kevin. Adam wants to know if you're coming over for his birthday.
What's his birthday?
His birthday is Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday. And then on Monday, we're doing a special live. He'll be here Monday?
I'm getting a happy birthday for him.
He'll come get you a happy birthday. Don't you worry, buddy. I got you. Will he sing? Oh, he probably, if I asked him to, he probably would. He's a good kid like that. He's not a kid, but. Okay, Lori, have a good night. Yes, tomorrow is the regular live. I'm going to set that aside. See if this helps a little bit. Oh, Lori's saying hi, Leah. Come say hi.
Hi.
She's feeding the cat. That cat comes in to eat like 80 times a day. That's no joke. Right, Leah? Yeah. Let's see if this is a disaster over here. That's a good attitude, Zeddy. I mean Z. Here we go. Because I had Zeddy on here earlier, so now I'm going to be calling you Zeddy. Yeah, it's definitely going to need a little white flour, which is perfectly fine. Okay. I'll trim these up a little bit. Okay. So the envelopes are looking good. Put a little flour on them later. So looking good. Okay. Okay, I think that's gonna work. But we need to zhuzh this the other way first. Just want to see volume wise. Nope, not enough. Needs to be more than that. Definitely want it to be blue. Oh, you know what? What if we did a nice simple thin blue? Like this. Just enough to tie it. And be dainty. Thank goodness. That might work. Shh, don't tell anybody I'm up. It's a secret. Nobody knows. No, it's too thick. These ain't that the truth? These are, I'm calling it a Macarena envelope flip out. Hey, Macarena. I don't know why that came to my mind and now it's stuck. Because I wanted to do a flip out, but it's, you know, it's really big pages. And then I thought to myself, hey, what if we did it with the envelopes? Because I always have a lot of envelopes. I want to see how this color looks. Oh, that looks nice. I like this one. I can't stand when they come apart though. Then I have to re-wrap them. I'm gonna keep this one out. You like the Macarena joke, Rick? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna flip out like the song. Oh, I see what Rick is laughing at. That's not true, Adam. That's absolutely not true. Yes, he is. Larry is sleepy deepy. All the time doing this, and then it's gonna come undone the next minute I touch it. He does talk in his sleep. Most recently he has been, I think because he's been really tired. He's been talking in his sleep a lot. Okay. So. Okay, so I think I'm ready to glue it down. I don't need to, no, we're good. And then the picture will go right there, yeah. Oh, you're asking which signature this is for? This is the second signature, where the wedding is done, kind of, sort of, and I'm going into the honeymoon kind of situation. Okay, we're ready to do this. We're ready to commit. We're just gonna get the flip out done, and then we'll finish decorating them tomorrow. I should probably just glue it and be done with it. Now remember, we have to decorate the front of it still. It's going to be... This is going to be the picture. Like that. And then open it up. Abre tu cuerpo, uniría Macarena, que tu cuerpo me da alegría, cosa buena. Macarena. So we're gonna let all that dry. I'm gonna close it up. Come on. Fingers don't want to work right now. This is for the one park. All these pictures, I'm going to show them to you. This is from Lake Tahoe. It's a park, not a national park. But this is all from the same park. And I took them in different seasons so that we'll have winter, spring, summer, fall. And then there's more parks, but there's a lot more pages to fill. And then this is a nighttime picture. This is all one park. So I'm just going to leave these here. We're going to let gravity do its thing. And I printed the puppies. So we're going to do something with the puppies too. But that's it for today. Yeah, it's coming out. I think it's going to look lovely. I think the next time we do something like this, it'll go a little bit faster because now we know what we need to do. Like, I think leaving that little space You saw that? It's more like a little box. I kind of created a box with the tea so that when we fold them over, when she puts stuff in the envelopes, she has a little bit of room for it to expand. So, you've been to Lake Tahoe? Oh, thank you, Z. Yeah, we've got the Sequoia National Park, and we've got, I think it's the, I forget, there's 3 or 4 that I found. Oh, Misfit Crafters, were you looking for something, Carol? Or is it my tool? It's in my link tree. Yeah, the tool is there for the binding. It's called the binding tool, if that's what you're looking for. Leanne, I have both. I have the metal thingy and I have the Misfit Crafters. Hers is really good too, but I think the one that you're talking about is the one that I got from Amazon, which is this one. This has a little bit more options, and now she has attachments to this. Like there's a whole new kit with attachments and whatnot. She's improved the design. So go on her website through my link tree and check it out, because that's a pretty cool tool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool tool. It's got a lot of different uses, and I'll be using that moving forward soon. But check it out. It's right in my link tree. It says Misfit Crafters. You go right in there, and it'll take you right to her website. Yeah, Monique is very cool, and she'll respond if you have any questions or anything like that. So, with that said, my friends, we're going to call it a night, because I will see you guys tomorrow night. Everybody have a great night. Have a good Friday. TGIF. We're going to have a long weekend. We'll have an extra live on Monday. We have a live on Sunday night and an extra live on Monday. So, a lot going on. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for going to the little thing this afternoon with Rosebud and Faith. I appreciate the support. You're welcome. Ice cream time. Woohoo. Shh. Our secret. I'm going to do ASMR and I'm going to eat my ice cream. Shh. Love you guys. Big hugs. Big kiss. See you tomorrow, boos.